MapleLeafTours.com.
You're watching CKWS News at Noon on Global Kingston.
Good to see you on this Thursday afternoon. Average high this time of year is around 18 degrees. We're not going to get that warm today, maybe 14 or 15 degrees. We're actually earlier this morning even warmer than that. Temperatures will be slowly dropping throughout the day as that cold front moves through the region and hitting just 9 degrees late evening. Now, as far as our futurecast images are concerned, we started the day with some sunshine and then clouding over and then a chance of a light rain a little later we could see a trace amount, maybe 1 to 2 millimeters, but really concentrated to the north of Kingston. Sunshine for tomorrow, sunshine for Saturday, and some up and down temperatures to get through here. So for Belleville, 16 degrees for you for a high with 1 to 2 millimeters of rain. The day started off with some sunshine though. Lots of sunshine to end your week. Doesn't necessarily mean warm temperatures though. Only getting to 15 degrees for you tomorrow, Belleville, and then Saturday up to 18. A mix of sun and clouds. Not a bad way to start the weekend. If you're going to spend any time outdoors this weekend, I'm recommending Saturday because Sunday will be a little unsettled at this point. Brockville, 16 degrees for you today, 13 tomorrow, 18 on Saturday, both Friday and Saturday, a mix of sun and clouds for Smiths Falls, 14 degrees with 1 to 2 millimeters of rain, 12 degrees for Friday with some sunshine and some sunny periods for Saturday, getting to 18 degrees. Yeah, 18 is the average high for this time of year. Now for Kingston today, we'll get to 16 degrees and 14 for Friday, 19 on Saturday, both days seeing some sunshine and then a chance of rain for both Sunday and Monday. And by Monday, a chance of rain as well, getting to 16 degrees.
Your full forecast is brought to you by Dory and Tolgesi Insurance Brokers. Car, home, and business insurance. Let us find you the value you deserve.
As our friends in the Maritimes and Atlantic Canada brace themselves for a pretty nasty hurricane, probably dropping to tropical storm status as it makes landfall, we've got a big change too, certainly not as severe, but we are looking at a significant drop in temperatures. And yeah, say goodbye to those mid-20s. Fall has arrived. In fact, we reach that autumnal equinox tonight at 9:30. That forecast in just a second. Highs across the region, not bad really. 18 degrees is your seasonal average. That's where it should be. A little better in Brockville with 20, the same for Ottawa, 21 in Smiths Falls. We had a 22 in Belleville, 18 in Peterborough, 19 on Oshawa and Toronto both. Those temperatures are coming down, though, thanks to this flow out of the north-northwest at 24 at the top of the hour and 39 km/h gusts. 72% relative humidity. In fact, we got a nice little splash within the last hour in the downtown area. Some pretty quick showers, which moved on. That small probability of showers this evening will move on. Late evening, we're going to see some partial clearing, just some partly cloudy skies. 8 millimeters of rain today, on and off, little fits and starts. Was nothing solid and steady for a period of time, but we did see a little rumbling in cottage country. Those thunderstorms really didn't amount to much closer to home here in central Kingston. But we are looking at high pressure to move in and clear things up. There's Fiona moving up along the eastern seaboard. This double low and its double cold front pushing through. That cooler air continues to move in, and we do see some cooler temperatures for a couple days. We hope to see it rebound a little. We've got this frontal boundary too, carried by two lows, bringing in some warmer air for Saturday. That's going to get us to near 20 in most places, maybe a high of 18 for Kingston, thanks to the warm front. But that's going to set the stage for more active weather. When you bring that warm, moist air in, then you sweep through with the cold front that usually follows, then you get that reaction. You get that active weather. And we could see as not one but two lows very slowly move through, blocked by all the active weather in the eastern seaboard and high pressure moving up along the eastern seaboard behind it. It's going to move slowly and go more northerly than easterly, and we could see a rain event 2 to 3 days. Maybe it may not even wrap up. It starts Sunday and doesn't wrap up till about Wednesday morning with a small probability. So here we are now saying goodbye to the active weather and cloud. Some clearing, things looking quite nice until about late Saturday evening. We're going to start to see the increase in cloud and then that shower activity before Sunday morning moving in. And like I said, it could last for a while. Certainly not as bad as they're seeing in Atlantic Canada. Category 4, Hurricane Fiona now tracking, well, overnight it's likely to turn into a Category 3. Continues that just before it makes landfall. It's going to drop down to tropical storm status with sustained winds at about 175 kilometers per hour. That's significant enough to cause storm surge, shore erosion, and yeah, some localized flooding, not to mention the 200 milliliters plus rain that we will receive through Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, and even through PEI as it continues to drop. Once it crosses PEI down to 140 kilometer per hour winds, and once it crosses past the northeast corner of Quebec and heads for Greenland, it's not much more than a low pressure system. But when it makes landfall, it's going to be a bit of a mess for our friends in the Maritimes. Belleville sunny and a high 15 tomorrow. Northwest winds gusting to 40. So yeah, not very warm. Saturday a high 18 and a mix of sun and cloud. Wet weather for Sunday, and temperatures still pretty good at a high of about 17. Brockville, you've got a mix of sun and cloud, a cool 13 down to 7 Friday night. Saturday up to 18, mainly sunny, and 17 is your high Sunday, and you'll see your showers and periods of rain as well. Smiths Falls, cloudy tomorrow, 60% chance of showers. You don't see that clearing till much later. Saturday, mainly sunny, a high 18, and for Sunday, a high of 16, and yeah, a good 60% chance of showers developing in the afternoon. Kingston, your 5-day forecast, a high 14 tomorrow with mainly sunny skies and cool too. That northwesterly wind is going to make that 14 feel even cooler. Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud, a high of 18. For Sunday, up to 16 degrees as the rain settles in. More so Monday with a high 15, rising to 15 Celsius again on Tuesday with a good chance of showers still. Now your weather wallpaper. Diane Irwin of Napanee sends us a couple pictures. This great blue heron, not happy at all, screaming at a flock of geese landing in its Springside Falls in Napanee. Didn't like their arrival one bit. That's his territory. I know that he's put the run on some egrets recently too. So here's another shot of him. Just not happy at all. Thanks, Diane, for sharing those photos with us. You don't often see a great blue heron like they usually look so poised.
Oh, yes.
And graceful and majestic. And here he's not too happy.
Get out of my territory.
That's right. That's right.
Having a bad feather day.
Yep.
Bill, yes, we are. So we're getting some rain. Nothing to do, though, with Hurricane Fiona. This is a different low-pressure system coming at us from another way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so for now it's clearing and cooling thanks to highs out of the north, and then we get hit with 2 to 3 days, almost 3 days and a bit of probability of precipitation thanks to these double lows moving from the west. But yeah, nothing to do with Fiona. It's our friends in Atlantic Canada that are facing that.
Yes, and they're certainly battening down the hatches right now because even though it's losing its hurricane status, by the time it gets to Nova Scotia, those winds, what did you have them at, 150, 160?
Just before they make landfall, they're in excess of 165 kilometers per hour. That's nasty.
Powerful.
Once they cross Nova Scotia, down to about 140, 145, but still that is significant.
Even that.
Yeah, it can cause a lot of damage for sure.
We will have a story on that coming up soon, and we'll get you back here as well with the long-range forecast a little later. Thank you, Bill. Some wet days ahead in the long-range forecast.
Yes, we'll get a couple clear and cool ones, but the wet weather does move in. The fall arrives tonight at 9:30, and yeah, right on schedule with those cooler temperatures. Down to a high of 14 tomorrow and down to 4 Celsius tomorrow night. Those northwest winds are bringing the cooler, drier air into the region. Mainly sunny for Saturday with a high of 18. An increase in cloud overnight, though, leads to showers Sunday, a high 17. For Monday, only up to 15 as the rain continues. Still a good 80% probability of showers Tuesday with a high of 15, and even cooler once the cold fronts finish with us from that active weather. Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud, a high 13, and only up to 13 again Thursday, but we'll put the brakes on the showers.
Yeah, I'm looking for a silver lining in that long-range forecast, Bill, and I guess the fact that it's over is probably.
We got a very extended period of rain there, and then temperatures slip even more following that. So,
great. Okay.
There you go.
Thanks. We'll be right back.
You're watching CKWS News at 11 on Global Kingston. Your full forecast is brought to you by Dorian told Jesse Insurance Brokers. Car, home, and business insurance. Let us find you the value you deserve.
So fall has arrived this evening at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We reached that autumnal equinox, and it looks like that cool air moving through the region is going to stick with us for a while. And it may rise a little at times, but you know we're really not going to get back into those 20-somethings for the next week or so anyway. It looks like at best we might near it by a couple degrees. That cool air, we'll say goodbye to it. It will rebound nicely as high pressure moves in. We get close to a 20, about an 18 on Saturday. That's because of these warm fronts moving in. We've got a few lows that are sort of tracking this way, and as they bring in the warmer air, they set the stage as the cold front approaches for the chance of showers. And this double low could linger a little bit thanks to high pressure along the eastern seaboard, preventing it. Looks like Fiona making landfall this weekend too in Nova Scotia. By the time it hits Nova Scotia, Sydney, Prince Edward Island, all of those seeing some pretty nasty conditions. Storm surge, flooding, rains, and winds in excess of 140 kilometers per hour. But for here, it's fairly calm. Northwest 20 to 40, Belleville, sunny and a high of 15, up to 18 Saturday with a mix of sun and cloud. And Sunday up to 17 and back into some rain or showers. Brockville a high 13, tomorrow northwest winds 30 to 50 k. Saturday mainly sunny and up to 18, up to 17 on Sunday, and a good 70% chance of showers again. Smiths Falls a high 12 tomorrow, 60% chance of showers, and then Saturday mainly sunny, a high 18. You got a chance of showers on Sunday too with a 60% probability. Kingston, your long range forecast clearing up nicely before morning, a high of 14. Northwest winds gusting to 40. Saturday, it's a high 18 with a mix of sun and cloud. Look out, the showers move in Sunday. They don't really give up till Wednesday morning, and much cooler temperatures for everyone.
A local